Damn. I'll never be on time. At least not directly on time. Audio. Master volume way down. Hella down. Alright. Now I've already got a character, which I was actually surprised to find that the game did not have a character creator, despite the fact that Minecraft does. Okay, can I not start an online game? Is that an option? Oh, offline game. Is an option. I have no reason to be online, so I'm just gonna not be online. Fancy, crazy, I know. Wild. That loading logo is absolutely mesmerizing.
The
How do you
village
switch
is
between the
burning.
different blocks?
No doubt this is the work of the evil Arch Illager and his minions. They sweep across the land like a ravenous scourge, subjugating or destroying all in their path.
Neat.
This is a time for heroes like yourself. Make haste. The villagers have need of you.
This will be the first time I've ever given two shits about a villager. I'm also pretty sure I still don't give two shits about a villager. What? Which? Oh, A to swing. What, you didn't hear that Minecraft is coming out with a Diablo clone? Are you surprised to see it? It's a thing. Also, I'm gonna move my overlay real quick. Because all of the dialogue is coming up on the right side of the screen, which is where I leave my overlay. There we go. Yeah, it just came out today. I was actually awake when it became like active. Because I had it preloaded and then I saw on my Xbox it was like, Minecraft Dungeons ready to play. I started it up, basically just created a character. Now we're in it. Oh, okay, cool. Just start putting the fucking dialogue on the other side of my screen after I move my overlay. That's cool. I appreciate it. God damn it. I'm actually curious to see if it's any good, because I need more Diablo type games in the world. Diablo 4 is probably still a long ways off. There's no doubt in my mind that it's still probably, I would say, 2 or 3 years out. I know they showed it off, but I think that was just to get out of a fucking absolute PR fucking nightmare that they had created for themselves. Diablo 4 was a cop-out. Trying to escape the fact that they were dumbasses. Ooh, so difficult. Incredible. Amazing. Looting. Okay, so I can add looting to my sword. Oh, okay, there we go. I can add looting or thundering to my sword. Supercharge, multi-shot, ricochet to my arrows. Yeah, ricochet, that sounds fucking sweet. You just picked up an artifact. Press A to equip it. Okay. Use the artifact. Maybe I don't want to, because I only have one of them, I think? You can blast multiple enemies with a single arrow when using this powerful artifact. Right trigger. Okay, it just has a cooldown. I was about to say, I was like... It would suck if I couldn't, you know... I use it once and it's gone. What do I need to do to get that? Not that. That is not what I need to do. Oh, I know what I need to do. There we go. You gotta roll across gaps. Gotcha. The answer is not walk off the cliff. I am a genius. Do a barrel roll. Now, when I plugged my iPod in like a month or so ago, I have a fucking... I still have one of those remixes. Fucking do a barrel roll remixes when there was like 100 of them. What's back here? Nothing, I guess. Bunch of fucking dual barrel roll techno remixes. Cause that was cool back in 2008. It was cool once upon a time. It is not cool any longer. Well, if it comes back in style, I'll still have it on my iPod.
You were too late to rescue the villagers, but don't fret. They're still out there somewhere waiting for a hero to find them.
Might switch characters. I don't really like the look of this character. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of want to do it before I, like, get to a high level. These Magnesian rewards. Got a fishing rod. It's useful for more than just fishing. Is it? Character select. Also, I do not like the fact that there's like a huge pile of DLC characters down here. That feels weird to me. Okay, we'll go with blue hair. It reminds me of someone, but I don't know who. Ah, damn it, I gotta redo this first mission. But okay, it should take me like 10 seconds.
The village is burning. No doubt this is the work of the evil Arch-Illager.
Sure, whatever, don't care. Oh man, looks like there's some pretty good games coming to Games for Gold next month. Getting a Coffee Talk, which I think I played. Yeah, I played that one on stream. It's a good game. I don't think it's a good game for streaming, but it is a good game. And then the Destroy All Humans remake. Looks like we're getting that, as well as Another Shantae game, which, not my style. I hear they're alright. And another game that I forgot. But Coffee Talk and Destroy All Humans are the only games that I really care about on that list. Both good games, but I know fucking some dude bro is gonna be like, "Well, where's Call of Duty? What? Give us Call of Duty Black Ops. I don't want to play this stupid dumb indie game." Well, I have an arrow in my forehead. All right. I didn't know there's nothing behind those eyes. It always makes me mad every time I see a fucking like Game Pass update. They're like, "Hey guys, so we're adding this cool indie game to Game Pass." And everyone's like, "Why is it not Call of Duty? Oh, I can't believe it's not Call of Duty. Why is it not Call of Duty Black Ops?" And then everyone sits there and argues over which Call of Duty Black Ops is the best one. And it's a fucking nightmare. And this is why we can't have anything nice. Come on. Spawn your fucking enemy so I can kill him. Do it. Do it. Okay. With that. I'm gonna enchant my sword this time because I don't actually use my bow now that I think about it for more than 10 seconds. Use the artifact. Well, apparently I've already defeated 50 enemies. Oh, TNT. Nice. Is it just gonna stay on my head? Oh yeah, it is. Okay. It's like a thing you can pick up and throw. You know what I was talking about? Oh, I was talking shit about people who play Call of Duty and complain about the fact that it's not on Game Pass. Which, honestly, I could probably do for quite a long time.
You were too late to rescue the villagers, but don't fret. They're still out there somewhere waiting for a hero to find them.
Every time on Twitter. Like, "Hey guys, cool new game." Someone's like, "Hi, I'm here to complain." Like they just said, they're adding No Man's Sky to Game Pass. And I was like, "Oh cool, you know, I've always wanted to play No Man's Sky. I heard it got better." But I wasn't really willing to, you know, pay money for it. Pretty cool Game Pass. And people are like, "Oh, bad game. I can't believe you fucking do this. What a fucking joke." You're a fucking joke. Just enjoy the games, damn. Damn it, hold up, let me move my overlay so it's not on top of this shit again. I think if I move it to the right, I should be okay, give or take. Okay. I can't fucking see. Okay, so you get slightly higher gear and artifact power levels depending on what level you play it at. I'm gonna crank it up. I'm gonna see how hard it is to play on like slightly higher difficulty. Despite being severely underleveled. Kinda like the nightmare difficulties and shit of Diablo, which, you know, I keep joking that this game's a Diablo clone, but they didn't have to go that hard with it. But, in their defense, everyone should copy that design, because the nightmare levels of
By the
Diablo are fucking
Arch-Illager's
great.
decree, all free folk are now enemies of the Illager Empire. Somewhere in these woods, a caravan is transporting villager prisoners to labor in far-off lands. Find the caravan and stop the Illagers. Or
There's
no
some
telling
game
what
named Sine
dreadful
Mora.
doom
It's being
will
added
befall our
to Games for
villager
Gold.
friends.
Don't know what that is. Also, I don't have villager friends. I fucking hate villagers. All they do is sit there and go, I can hear it from my house and it drives me nuts. Shadow Brew grants invisibility and boosts your next melee attack. Apple heals. So I'm trying to figure out like everything that's going on here. Yeah, it's fucking annoying. And then you get a fucking the traveling villagers, whatever their name was, like the traveling salesmen that show up in your house with llamas and wander around going, dragging llamas and blocking all my ways. The worst. There's a reason my fucking villager island is like 1,000 miles away from my house. I do not want to deal with it. Do not want to listen to them at all hours of every day. Making that noise. Okay, so when I drink that potion, I immediately go invisible. Good to know. But also, the button to swing with your sword and to pick things up is actually the same button. Which is fine, I guess. So far I haven't had any issue with it, but I grabbed that potion on accident because I was busy swinging my sword. It's not like it did anything really negative, but didn't do anything positive either. Okay, fighting the skeletons is a lot harder. I'm actually gonna have to like pay attention and not be an idiot. This is way more difficult. Doesn't help that they run away, so I can't really like lock them in a melee loop like I normally would. Sorry about that. I have that fucking permanent cough, which is just lovely. But I don't know, I get to just live with that. God, I keep forgetting what I'm talking about. My brain is like half turned on right now. But I say that like my brain is ever fully on, and that's just not true. I am at all times at least 20% stupid. And those are on my best days. Those are few and far between. Also, I'm 90% sure that that's the fucking same noise for the invisibility potion that World of Warcraft uses for their invisibility. Yeah, my brain does partially boot. Like my fucking PC, which has 32 gigabytes of RAM, but only uses 16 for whatever fucking reason. Oh, Jesus. Oh, Lord. Oh, I rolled right into that. Yeah, no, for some reason my computer has 16 gigabytes of RAM, but only uses, or it has 32. It only uses 16. And I still have no fucking clue why. Wait, does the inventory not pause the menu? I actually don't know if it's the same brand. I've never, like, popped it open. Okay, so these just have different enchantments on them. They're the same level of sword. But they have different types of enchantments on them. Okay. Like, I've been inside my computer. I didn't take a look at the RAM while I was in there. I didn't learn it until I put everything back together. Because someone else actually built my computer. Which isn't like a thing where it's like, oh, I went and got someone else to build my computer. No, they were getting a new one. And they were like, hey, I have this old computer. It's more powerful than the little laptop you've been using. And so I would have to be an absolute fucking dumbass to say no. What are all these emeralds can be used for? Like, I'm gathering all these emeralds, but I don't know what purpose they serve. So I've yet to find that out. Oh, that was a door. Might not be. Also, fun fact, my computer also has, I think, 3 terabytes of storage. Maybe 5. But right now it's only using 1. Because I had to reformat all of my hard drives, and one of them just decided it was just not going to get reformatted. And then it was just going to stop working. And I haven't been able to fix it. Because it's feeling lost. Open your map and easily find your way. No, I'm exploring. Fuck off. That's why I'm exploring. It's not gonna let me go without opening the map. But no, like my computer, when I had to reinstall the operating system, it absolutely just shit the bed for no particular reason. It's been driving me nuts. Because I did the whole, you know, reinstalled the OS because for whatever reason, it was using like 100% of its processing power at all times, no matter what was happening. Always using 100%. And I tried like every fix under the sun. I was like, I think I gotta just, you know, fresh install, do all the bullshit. Did that. Fucking broke anyways. Then I think at some point during the reinstallation, I don't know if I fucked up, I don't know if Windows installer fucked up, but all of my hard drives had to be reformatted. Just the 2 of them. But they had to be reformatted. Which was a bitch and a half. Get them reformatted, you know, reinstall my OS, and then I'm sitting there and I realize I installed a fucking operating system on the wrong hard drive. I did not mean to install it where I did. So I'm like, alright, fine. I just reinstalled it. Like, I wanted to be on the other hard drive. Since I just did this, I'll reinstall it anyways. Just fuck it. Just fuck it. Redo the entire installation process. Whole thing. Get all that bullshit done. And now my fucking 2 terabyte hard drive doesn't work. I'm like, oh great. Yeah, it's the story of why I fucking hate my computer. And why it has sat unused gathering dust. Because you have to remember, all of this is after like a week of trying to figure out why it would not stop using 100% of the CPU. Or no, it was writing or reading from the hard drive at 100%. I couldn't load anything because it was always using 100% of my hard drive at all times. And it never stopped. And this is why people fucking hate PC gaming. I love it. I love it to pieces. I played World of Warcraft for years and I would not trade that time. But dear God, do I not want to have to deal with fucking PC issues. My Xbox has been plugged in to my TV for like, what, 3 years now? 2 years, something like that, in the same spot. Never had an issue. Couple game installation issues here and there. That's about it. Nothing else. Nothing else. Fucking Xbox, just fine. My PC, issue since I plugged it in for the first time. And people wonder why, you know, PC gaming hasn't caught on. Okay, cool. Those guys do a lot more damage than I thought they did. Doesn't seem to be a lot of punishment for dying, though. Wow, yeah, 46 damage. Okay. Really ought to keep that in mind. Yeah, no, like, I think that's why the pre-built market is, like, so big. Because it's basically buying, like, you know, a PC console. But I know, like, my dad bought one recently. He went and bought a pre-built from, CyberPower, I think. I forget exactly which company he bought it from. But he got it in and it was fucking broke. I need to like send it back. I was like, you can't even fucking buy a pre-built and have it not break on you. Like, I have definitely considered a pre-built as not out of the realm of possibilities for me. But honestly, I just need something that's more powerful than what I have now, because mine's still running just a 970. And that is not going to cut it in the coming years. I mean, yeah, like, even if it doesn't get damaged in shipping, like, you can have other issues crop up with it. Where, like, oh, you know, it might be a terrible example, but I would point to, whatchamacallit? God, what are the name? Gamers Nexus. Those guys talked about, Walmart's pre-builds. And they were just like, the build quality's, you know, subpar. Like, it's not up to standard. That fight went a lot poorer than I thought it was going to. Like, you know, someone doesn't quite plug in a PCI cable here. A little bit of fucked up, you know, thermal paste here. Okay, there's a pretty fucking substantial cooldown on the roll. Yeah, who was it? Some company, I want to say, was selling a, a pre-built, and they were offering it with yeah, like what? It was like a 1080, I want to say, and then when you actually receive it, it's like a 1060 instead. Like, I've definitely seen that before. Oh, this is much better. It's actually way more powerful. Like, cheaping out on parts is something that I think is incredibly commonplace and kind of unfortunate. Hell, I think I've seen a couple companies do that. I want to say someone I know, like, personally ordered a computer and then got one with, like, a way weaker something or another. Can't for the life of me remember who, though. And it's kind of sad, because, like, PC gaming's fucking great, dude. There's so many great games on PC that are just, they don't work on console. And even if they do work, they don't work as well. Yeah, I've worked on so many PCs at this point that an initial boot doesn't really give me issues anymore, as much as it used to. But for wiring, dude, cable management is my fucking, oh, it's a fucking nightmare for me. My cable management is shit. If you look inside my PC, it looks like garbage. Cables are just like strung up where fucking ever, because I did not care when I put it back together. I just strap things in there in a way that would be functional and nothing but. Yeah. Like, knowing what goes where is relatively easy depending on what PC you're building. Because if it doesn't plug in, it usually doesn't go there. It usually isn't much more complex than that. Like, a lot of people overestimate it. It's like, if you try and plug it in and it doesn't plug in, it's probably your issue. But I know some, like, I had to replace my power supply on my PC. And, you know, it's a power supply, so it's got like 50 different cables sticking out of the fucking thing. And I was like, I don't know where half this shit goes. And it's like, oh, my graphics card, you know, requires a 6-pin. It's like, but my power supply doesn't have a 6-pin on it. So what you had to do is you had to take a 4-pin and a 2-pin and attach both of them together. I was like, that's fucking weird. It's bizarre, and I don't quite understand why they do it like that. Like, why isn't it more unified? I definitely feel like they could make it easier on, like, everyone. They don't want to, 'cause they don't need to. Because building PCs is considered, like, you know, an enthusiast's thing. It's for a select few people, not, you know, general audiences. I think that kind of sucks, because it's like, building a PC is fucking fun, dude. Oh, Jesus. Why do you do so much damage? I know why you do so much damage. It's because I cranked the difficulty up, because I'm a fucking... either a dumbass or a masochist, or a dumbass masochist. I haven't decided yet. But no, back on, like, cable management, yeah. It's absolutely fucked, dude. And I think part of that is just because building a PC, like, from top to bottom is considered something that, like, not everyone should do. It's like, this is for enthusiasts only, so everything's, like, really complex, unnecessarily obtuse. Ah, fuck, my fucking roll wasn't back. I mean, like, even my dad, who's fucking, you know, he's a computer programmer, for fuck's sake, like, working on computers is kind of his entire thing. He's had to ask me questions about building a PC.
These
he's like,
villages
I
are free from the
haven't built a
class of the
PC in
Illagers.
10 years. And
All thanks
I'm
to
completely
you.
lost. He's like, I don't know what any of these terms you mean and shit. He's like, do you know if, like, is the 1060 Ti any good? He's like, what about this one? And I'm like, this shouldn't be how this is. This needs to be way less obtuse. Like, they really need to allow, you know, a more wide market to be able to build their own PC and customize it. Because it's a shame, you know? It's a shame that so many people don't experience... You found a chest of 50 emeralds. Cool, it's just chilling there. Like, it's a bit of a shame that so many people won't experience the highest levels of gaming. Like, if you want to play, you know, maximum 4K settings with all the fancy bells and whistles, you gotta build a PC. And most people, that's not happening. Oh, it's a shield slot. Okay, so you can have a melee weapon, a shield, and a bow. Gotcha. I'm starting to understand. What does salvage do? Salvage payback. You get emeralds. And you get enchantment ranks for that. Oh, dude, I haven't even considered a VR build. I looked at what it would take to build a VR rig, and I was like, that's like a yearly budget for me. What's all this? Oh, there's like a whole pile of shit here. Like, looking at some people's VR setups, it's absolutely and totally insane the lengths people go through just to get VR running. And then if you want to go like hardcore VR, you want to go like full 4K and everything, you know, 60 FPS. Ooh. You better be ready to lay down some serious fucking cash. And like, you know, all this talk of how difficult it is to build a PC, we haven't even remotely mentioned how expensive it is. Like, how cost prohibitive it is ridiculous, which I think is a term that you could use in a word. I'm gonna combine them together because the English language doesn't make any sense and nobody fucking cares. Seriously, like, you look at, you know, basically any building or any build, and it's so expensive. Like, oh, I want to buy a relatively top-of-the-line graphics card, you know. Not too much, not too little, just something, you know, in the middle. It's like, oh, well, you better fucking sure as shit hope you're ready to drop $1,000 even sometimes on just a middle-of-the-line thing. You can go cheap, and you can get, like, you know, a $500 PC build. It's like, yeah, sure, I guess, if you really just, you know, want a glorified console. And every fucking enthusiast, oh my god, never say any of what I've said here on Twitter, because you will get flamed to death. Someone will come out of the woodwork like, oh, if you use this specific set of parts that I set up on Newegg, you'll get a PC that costs approximately $563.67. And if you do that, it's barely more than a console, but runs at full fucking 4K. And I'm like, yeah, if you know how to build all that shit and put it together, or what parts go good together, and like how to connect all these, it's like, yeah, you can get a cheap build. But do you know, like, are all the parts compatible? Is everything like gonna work together? Is it actually gonna, you know, have the full power that you're looking for? Also, yes, Twitter is completely what that website should be renamed to. I'll never forget, I was like trying to have a conversation with a guy on Twitter. We were talking about something in Destiny. And I was trying to like look on his side of things and like argue that way and be like, okay, you know, like I see where you're coming from, but here's where I'm coming from. And his fucking final reply was just, nope. And I was like, oh. Yeah, I guess that's a way to win an argument. Is to just not argue and just say no. Like, alright. Like, I honestly didn't know what to say to that. So I was just like, the guy hasn't, like, acknowledged my points. He's not like, this is a conversation or a debate. The guy just said no. Like, what the fuck? What do you say to that? Like, what do you do with that? And that's why I've gotten to the point where, like, if I get on Twitter and, like, ever mention anything along the lines of, like, here's my opinion on weapon sunsetting in Destiny, I don't argue. Like, if someone's willing to sit down and be like, you know, here's why I think weapon sunsetting's good, I'll be like, oh, okay, you know, I'll listen to you. Or if they're just like, fuck you, asshole, I'm like, alright, cool, ignoring your reply. I'm like, cool, just not gonna touch that. It's not worth the time or fucking energy. Because literally, like, my mental health has increased dramatically by just ignoring basically everything that happens on Twitter. I used to also go into, like, political tags. Like, if fucking Donald Trump said something stupid, I would go and, like, look at it and pay attention and, like, read all the replies and shit, but oh my god. I don't know why I ever thought that was an even remotely reasonable thing to do. Like, the people in the replies to basically any politician that has ever existed is just the worst. The absolute fucking worst. I feel like I lost brain cells every time I even considered looking at, like, political tweets. Like, I would almost rather get into a fucking Facebook argument with my racist uncle. Which I don't think I actually have. I don't know if any of my uncles are racist. Never asked. You know, this whole situation is going way poorer than I expected it to. Hey, I did it. Yeah, no, Twitter's a waste of fucking time. Twitter is a waste of both time and energy. Same with YouTube comments, dear lord. Oh, I'm dead. I'm so dead. Yeah. I'll admit, you don't spawn me there, what the fuck? Like, I'll admit, YouTube comments can be pretty fucking hilarious. Like, there's some pretty good ones out there. But at the same time, like, you'll get people who are just like, this is bad. This is dumb. It's like, alright, cool, constructive criticism, appreciate it. Like, that's part of the reason why I haven't paid much attention to my YouTube comments. The number one reason being that 90% of what I receive in my YouTube comments currently is just spam. I don't think I've received a legitimate reply in forever. Not since I streamed Final Fantasy 15 have I seen a legitimate reply on my YouTube comments. Every single one is just like a spam bot trying to get me to like buy something. I recently learned, I'd seen the comment before, but apparently there is, like a comment scam or something? I don't really know the details. But someone will come into your comments and they're like, hey, love your content, we should be friends. And honestly, it was so confusing that I never really acknowledged it. But I learned later that apparently it's some kind of like scam, or some kind of like, something negative. I don't actually know the full details. Because I didn't interact with it. I've left it for other people to deal with. Not on a list of things I want to deal with. But I get a bunch of those. What other comments do I get on YouTube? A bunch of ones that are just like, hey, love the content. And I'm like, that seems like a weird spam message. Like, why would you just spam me with positive affirmations? Like, what does this get you? What is your goal here? Like, what do you hope to achieve by just telling me I'm doing a good job? I don't understand it. I don't really hate it, but I don't really enjoy it either. Because you are still not real and you are still spamming my comments. Like, the other day, I don't remember what I streamed, but you know, I uploaded the VODs like I always do. And this same fucking person on 2 of my VODs was like, hey, love it. And I was like, alright, cool. Thanks for commenting the exact same thing on 2 different videos. Within like no time at all. Like a minute of each other. I was like, well, that definitely shows that you didn't actually, you know, watch the video. And I can always look at my analytics. My analytics are like, 0 watch time, 1 view. I'm like, alright, cool, so you opened the video. That's about all you did. You definitely enjoyed the content if you just opened the video. I don't know many YouTube videos I would comment, love the content on, where I just opened the video and then closed it. I don't know if that's just a me thing and I'm just some like weird outlier where like, you know, I'm not usually gonna open a YouTube video and not watch it but still enjoy it. But that's just me, you know. I guess to each their own. Still fucking annoying though. Like, I have to always wonder every time I see one of those comments, like, what are you getting out of this? Like, what benefit do you have to come in here? And I don't understand how these scams work. Clearly, I don't. Like, what scam is going on YouTube that is, you know, completely dependent on the fact that someone says weird, positive shit on your YouTube video? Like, are they trying to, like, win your trust or something? Maybe they've made a bot to find friends for them, yeah. Safer than going outdoors nowadays. Holy shit, fuck. Jesus, okay. Can we chill? Can we do that, please? Honestly though, if someone made a bot to make friends for them, I would be more impressed than anything. I'd be like, I'm not gonna be your friend, but I'm impressed that you went through so much effort to make friends. I think I've gone through less effort to make friends with some of the people I've made friends with. That pig go. Oh no! No, come back. Oh damn, it's like the fucking loot goblins in Diablo. I hate this. Come back here. Little fucker. Jesus. Yeah, dude, it's so fucking hard to, like, chase down. Like, oh, it's just like the loot goblins. I'm getting fucking, like, Vietnam flashbacks from loot goblins in Diablo. I think the most effort I've ever put in to make a friend was probably sitting next to that one cute girl in my philosophy class. Which also, I'm pretty sure she doesn't watch my streams and or videos. Hope. New objective, leave the crypts. Have I not already done that? But no, I'm like 90% sure she's never watched anything I've created. Yeah, like I think that's the most effort I've ever put in. Like I don't know, like most friends I just kinda like ran into them and was like, alright, I guess we're friends now. Oh shit, thanks. Scratching my armpit. Oh, this is bad. I have made terrible life choices to get into this situation. Game over next time you die. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, I don't know why I rolled past that fucking creeper. I should have just rolled away from him. I am kind of impressed though. This game did do like a relatively good job of making things kind of really close to Minecraft actually. It's not as far off as I kind of expected. While most top-down games I'm not a huge fan of, really I only super like Diablo. Not bad. Oops. Didn't mean to hit that random whatever I hit. Had a lot of loot on him though. Stop hiding behind the cows. Looping back around, this all seems familiar. Hey, I succeeded and I didn't die. Woo! Not bad at video games, I'm just not good at them. I think so far my biggest issue with this game is that a lot of this is not in Minecraft. Like, now I want them to update Minecraft with more of this stuff. Boots of Swiftness. Boots blessed with enchantments to allow for swift movements. Useful in uncertain times such as these. Thanks for pointing out the uncertain times that's going on. What's a fishing rod even do? Pulls the closest mob into position, briefly stunning that enemy. Okay. A little hard to read because my overlay is back over there. Since my overlay is back on top of this. Delete, delete, delete. Ah, look at me, I'm rich. 500 bucks, hell yeah. Ooh, that's a lot of money, I bet. Oh. Sword. Spelunker armor. It's worn by those who brave the darkest depths of the overworld. 20% weapon damage boost aura gives you a pet bat. Cool. Wrong button. Oh, that's armor. Okay, so there's just armor sets. There's not like pieces. Also, just sure, attach a candle to your forehead. That's a great idea. Sometimes you just gotta strap a fucking candle to your forehead. You just gotta. You next. It's Redstone Mines. Which one do I want to do? Default. Adventure Apocalypse. Ooh. I want to play on Apocalypse difficulty. I'm gonna start a mission on just default difficulty and I'm gonna see how easy it is.
There are unsettling rumblings in the mountains of the overworld. Whispered rumors say the Illagers are building something dreadful far beneath these ancient mines. Something of soot, metal, and flame. Only a hero such as yourself could brave the cavernous underground and uncover the truth.
I can brave the cavernous underground, because I strapped a candle to my forehead. Just for this purpose. Exclusively so I could explore caves. That's what the candle's for. Oh, is the candle not lit? What the fuck, dude? I've been scammed. Robbed. Lied to. Bullshitted. And other things that mean robbed. Lied to. Or fooled. Or deceived. Okay, so like everything dies in one hit, basically. Except that guy. He survived a couple swift whacks. Oh! My pet bat does damage. Sick! That's actually pretty fucking cool. Oh, that's a hole. Right. Gotta keep that in mind. Don't jump in the holes. Can I one-shot a creeper? Yeah. I don't have to like avoid creepers now, I can just whack them. Ooh, that's gonna develop into some bad habits. Yeah, I'm still pretty sure that, like, going invisible sound is the exact same one World of Warcraft uses. I get the feeling it's just, like, some random, like, sound package that anyone can purchase. Oh, Jesus! That is loud. Dramatic. Yeah. Wow, okay. Guy's dead, I guess. That was weird. I don't really know what that was. I guess it was a boss fight? Kinda seemed that way. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna set this difficulty as the standard anymore. This is like fucking dummy easy. Oh no, I'm surrounded. Whatever shall I do? Murder my way out of it? Probably. Yeah, like, really is the difficulty mode made for small children, isn't it? Have to play on one step above at least. What is this? Arrow bundle, wolf armor. Nice. Now if I want to cosplay as a furry, I can do it. The game gives me options, and I appreciate it. I don't think I'll cosplay as a furry, but I like the option. What about choices? It's like, man, you know, I love that Burger King lets me order like non-meat based burgers. So I can go kind of vegetarian, you know? Not gonna, but I appreciate the option. That's actually a complete and total lie. I fucking love those burgers. I eat those things all the time. Impossible burgers? Hell yeah. That shit is so good. I don't give a fuck if it's fake meat. I eat the shit out of it. I know people will complain, they're like, it's not real beef, and I'm like, I don't fucking care. Tastes well enough like real beef, so why do I care? It's fucking fast food anyways. It's not like a McDonald's burger fucking actually tastes like real beef. Like, no, it tastes like a McDonald's burger. Because it's fast food. And nothing in fast food tastes like actually what it's supposed to. It tastes like what they want it to taste like, so it tastes good, so you buy more of it. It tastes like the small microdoses of crack cocaine they put in all of their chicken nuggets. I actually can't remember the last time I've had a McDonald's chicken nugget. Like, it has been years. Probably... Ow, that really fucking hurt. Probably would have been back when I was like a kid, maybe a teenager last time I had a McDonald's chicken nugget. I've had Wendy's chicken nuggets. Like, honestly, I can barely eat chicken nuggets anymore because they taste kind of weird to me. Oh, Jesus Christ, what the fuck was that? Not okay is what that is. Yeah, I don't know if I could eat, like, McNuggets. It's been so long for me that they've started to taste funky. Like, I tried to do Wendy's chicken nuggets, I think, recently. And I was like, man, they taste like mush to me. Damn. Oh, this is actually really hard. Alright, game, I see. You're fucking getting back at me for making fun of how low your difficulty is. I see. Alright, let's get that in. Hell yeah. Fuck them bitches. I'm trying to think, like, what else from fast food restaurants do I just, like, not eat in general? Most everything, usually. Except for Taco Bell. I have a soft spot for Taco Bell, and I think that's just because I've kept eating it. I think if I stop eating Taco Bell for, like, an extended period of time, I might grow out of favor with it. Which is funny, since, you know, the old Rona came to town, I haven't actually had any Taco Bell. Because normally I would either walk up there and pick it up in person, because it's just down the street from me, or I would drive up there in my truck. But, can't do that. Truck machine broke. In true McDonald's fashion, truck machine broke. I'm not gonna walk into my own TNT like an idiot. I will, just waste it though, like a different kind of idiot. Man, now I kind of want Taco Bell. I do have a free pizza right now, though, so that's if I. Oh, lava. Okay, right. I'll go avoid that. If I like really eat anything in particular, it will probably be my. I will probably order that free pizza. Jesus, like I can't really, like, I can't roll away from this guy right now. Fucking shit! What is this boss fight? God, and it's just like knocking me into all of his things. Wow, okay, so boss fights are where all the difficulty's at, apparently. Shit. I just beat my ass. Kind of curious to see what that guy would be like on a higher difficulty. Oh, yeah, I'm not close enough.
So the rumors are true. The Illagers are building a dreadful forge under the mountain.
I've heard people say both this game is very easy, but the one Twitch stream I watched a Mixer stream for like 10 seconds, and oh my god, the guy was getting his ass handed to him. I wonder, I'm like, which one of these is true? Ooh, better fireworks arrow. Alright, blacksmith. Give me a random thing. God, I'm gonna keep hitting start because I keep thinking it's whatchamacallit? Assassin's Creed Odyssey, game I've been playing. Ooh, this is rank 8. Yeah, I'm keeping that. Okay. I will destroy the furry armor. The witches of Sage Swamp have polluted the land with their wicked brews. We can't let their potions fall into the hands of the Arch-Illager, who would surely use that power for no good. Oh, you can really crank down the damage on, or the difficulty on this one. Recommended power, 1. Your power, 10. But I'm gonna crank up the difficulty. Let's do it. Why not? I want to see if I can beat it. Come on, loading screen. You can do it. I believe in you.
A coven of wicked witches live at the heart of the sinister swamp. They conjure up all manner of brews to empower the Arch-Illager.
Let's go kill
and his
these
ever-growing
coven of
army.
witches.
If you don't find and defeat those witches, the Illagers will be unstoppable. But tread carefully.
And they're not
The
unstoppable
swamp
anyways.
is home to many horrors.
God, I'm yawning. One of these days I'm gonna get an actual, like, you know, night's rest. One of these days. And one of these days, I'm gonna stop saying one of these days. Holy shit! Yeah! Fucking machine gun crossbow, what the fuck? I think most of my arrows, though. Oh yeah, fucking rank 18 on a new crossbow. First weapon I get in this entire area. You bet. I'll enjoy that. Oh my god, can I scatter the firework arrows? Yeah! Hell yeah. That's not overpowered at all. I see some pretty interesting things in my future with how the fucking loot system in this game seems to work. I'm also starting to wonder, I'm like, how does co-op work? Do they have like enemy scaling, or would I have to join like a lower level player at a higher level? Kind of curious. Wow, okay. Probably should have not just mashed my face into that guy. I'll have to keep in mind for the future to not be a dumbass. Oh god, I'm about to run out of arrows. This is a new experience. God, those guys hit hard. Ugh. Good, I feel like I'm falling asleep, but I don't fucking know how. I just woke up like a couple hours ago. Falling asleep to the dulcet tones of Gordon Ramsay. And him screaming at people that their fucking food is shit. Calming stuff, I assure you. Definitely what you want to be, you know, listening to as you go to sleep. It's Gordon Ramsay yelling obscenities that fucking would make even the hardest of sailors blush. Great guy though, great guy. I respect him more than I respect a lot of people. Also, it's Kitchen Nightmares, where like, while he can be a bit of an ass on Kitchen Nightmares, he's generally kinder than he is on Hell's Kitchen. Because he's kind of playing it up on Hell's Kitchen, but he's also like trying to weed out, you know, like, he's trying to figure out who's the best of the best. On Hell's Kitchen, if like, you know, the food's not bad, you know, the kitchen's just has some issues here or there, he's generally pretty chill about it. He's not gonna be an absolute fucking bastard to someone who doesn't really deserve it. More like a tough love type situation. I can respect that. I don't know what love is, but I can respect that. Shit. Shit. Ah! Fuck. 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 Ooh, an apple. Thank God. Thought I was about to die. Man, today is just gonna be the day of Ultimate Nita rants into the fucking mic while playing Minecraft. That's what this is, isn't it? Welcome to several straight hours of me spewing bullshit from my mouth. Hope you're having a good time. Can't wait to see you again. Always come back. This is what I do every day. This is just my existence. I exist to spew weird things out of my mouth. Don't take that out of context, though. Honestly, though, I don't think context is gonna do me any favors. Considering I woke up at like 6 in the fucking morning and went on a whole diatribe at my roommate, or my ex-roommate. I fucking texted him at like 6 in the morning about how like it was a bunch of bullshit. Hold up, I'd have to actually like grab my phone and like look at it. There's a whole bunch of shit about like philosophy because I was like coming off of a night of relatively heavy drinking, at least for me. So I was definitely not sober. I was just ranting about like the human condition, about like if God created humanity, then everything that's evil in the world is his fault, and therefore God can't be perfect. Like how God created evil. I don't fucking know. I was not within my right mind, and also it was 6 in the fucking morning and I hadn't slept like at all. I hadn't slept. I'd been drinking since like 12 o'clock. So it's been like 6 hours getting drunk and not sleeping. Fun times, I assure you. This is my quarantine experience. And fucking some oh god, it's an Enderman. Howdy, he's really strong. I'm sorry. I don't know what I did to deserve your hatred. Aside from probably look at you, because that's what freaking Endermen don't like. Ah, fuck. He's gonna kill me. I'm like 90% sure this Enderman's gonna kill me. Ooh! With the snapshot! Fuck you and everything you stand for. Enderman. Oh yeah, good time for a level. Honestly, I should probably be enchanting my gear, shouldn't I? Now that I fucking spend 10 seconds thinking about it. But I'm getting new gear relatively quickly, and I don't think I'm having enough of an issue that, like, I need to. But I, you know, strong sense that, like, looking at that boss fight where I kind of got my ass handed to me by a relatively weak boss, maybe I do need to up my enchantment game. I'm already trying to think. I'm like, what's the next fucking diatribe I can go on? What next long spew of bullshit can I talk about? God, this is why I want like a regular, medium-sized audience, right? I don't want a large audience. I want enough people that someone can recommend some bullshit to me. It's like, I already have more bullshit I can talk about. But, there's a improv game that theater students like to play, where, I've also seen something familiar in a Tumblr post, or something similar, I guess would be a better word for it, where it's like, someone gives you a topic. Doesn't matter the topic, anything. And then you have to just go on a fucking rant about it like you know what you're talking about. Like, it doesn't matter if you know shit about it. You just gotta go off. The goal is to basically pretend like you know what you're talking about. And to just bullshit your way through it. It used to be a lot of fun. We would all like gather in a circle. And then the person, you'd pick one person, they would stand in the middle, and just someone on the outside of the ring would give them a prompt. They'd be like I remember one girl, she stood up there, like this preppy type girl, and someone was like, cars. And she just had to spew some bullshit about how, like, you know, she's like, this is the Chevrolet blank, 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 and this, and it has lots of horses underneath the hood. And it was pretty fun. It had one downside, though, was that the person in the middle picked who was next. It was always just the fucking popular people in the theater department that was doing it. Because they would just be like, oh, I'll just pick my friend. And then we'll run around and just, they'll pick another one of our friends. And then they'll pick one of our friends. And so on and so forth. And you can kind of see where it's going. It ends up being just like one friends group giving each other prompts. While everyone else just kind of stands there and listens. Ah, he fucking got me this time. Like, I don't think I ever had to do that one. Like, I remember the game, but I don't think I was ever in it. The game I did have to do, I was included in, and I did have to do a, like, prompt for, was, it was like the car game or something? I don't fucking remember it very well. Probably because I don't like acting, so I blocked that part of my memory just completely out. I was a little late on the roll there. But, yeah, it was like you set up like 4 chairs together, and then you go for like a car trip. And then you basically have to like act out a car trip or whatever. I don't really remember what was going on. Clearly I've blocked that part of my memory out almost exclusively. I work behind the scenes instead of in front of the camera for a reason. Streaming has been the most I've been in front of an audience in a long time. Over the course of my entire theater career, I think streaming I've spent more time in front of anything than I have the entire time I was a theater student. That's probably because streaming is actually fun. Being in front of an audience is a fucking stressful pile of nonsense that only does nothing but give me anxiety. Oh my god. Holy shit, that mushroom's great. I should have been popping these shrooms the whole time. Like, you couldn't pay me to fucking like get up on stage. But you could definitely, you wouldn't, I mean, you don't have to pay me to stream. I'm sitting here for free streaming. Hours on end for no particular reason, just because, you know, yeah, it's a fun thing to do. It's amusing to just sit down and shoot the shit, basically. With an audience that isn't made up of my cat and the ghost in the corner. Would I like an audience to fucking listen? Yes. Am I gonna be offended that it's just me shooting shit into nothing? Not really. No, it's funny. I hate presentations. I can't stand them. I had to take a class for my theater degree, which I still haven't finished. I actually failed that class, which was oral presentation was the name of it. And the whole thing was you had to pick like a long thing of poetry and then just stand in front of everyone and read the poetry. That was it. That was the whole thing. But it gave me so much anxiety that at one point I went up to do it and I was so fucking nervous that my legs almost gave out. I had to sit down because I couldn't stand up. Yeah, no, like, there's a bunch of, because I don't know if it's just, fucking shit, there's so much shit here. I don't know if it's just my school that I went to, or if all, theater degrees are like this, but basically everyone had to take everything. So, you know, an actor had to take a tech course. The techies had to take acting courses. Everyone had to take theater history. How do I get in there? Fuck. And so like everyone even had to you know, take makeup. Even if you weren't trying to be a like a makeup artist, you would still have to take a class on stage makeup. You know, despite the fact that I was working on trying to be a lighting tech or a master electrician, I still had to take acting classes and take like makeup. Honestly, you might be onto something. Like, there is... Wow, okay, that's not solid. There is a greater than 0 chance that they were just trying to fill out those classes. Like, there's, you know, the makeup class. Like, how many people really want to sit down and, like, take a makeup class? Is there enough to have a makeup course? And, like, it was only offered, I think, like, once every other semester or something anyways, because there still barely was enough people for it. Like, I didn't dislike the course. Okay, that's not a great way to put it. I hated the course. I don't dislike makeup. I don't dislike learning about makeup and stuff. I actually found it relatively fascinating. But sitting down in a class and being told, hey, you have about an hour to do an entire makeup look, go ahead. For a guy who barely fucking even does my hair, I barely even fucking wash my hair. I just kind of shove it under the water and call it a day sometimes. Having to sit down and do a full face of makeup is really fucking brutal. Like, that'd be like taking a tech course and going, okay, so what we're gonna do is we need you to take this light, redo all of its wiring, and then hang it and program it to the light board. All on like the 3rd week of class. Like, that's way too much. Like, you really can't learn that much information in such a small period of time. It's just, that's not the way things work. They couldn't really give us, like, more time, because that's how classes work. Everyone has schedules. And it's gotta work around, you know, every other class in the entire school, as well as every other theater class. Wow, why are there so many fucking... This is like way too many of these blobs. Wow. How's my entire health bar gone in like approximately 0.50 seconds? Yeah, no, like, there were several courses like that. Sorry, I'm just gonna focus on this boss and try not to die. Where there just wasn't enough students for it, and it was a very specialized thing. Because there was that one. Theater history was barely fucking full. There was not a lot in that one. A lot of the RTV classes, radio and television, had a similar situation where they just didn't really have enough students to fill out a full classroom. I mean, God, tech was not much better. We did not have a lot more students in tech, to be honest. I know practicum we didn't do terrible in. Mostly just because everyone was kind of forced into practicum. Because the theater wouldn't run if we didn't have, you know, enough students in practicum. Because that's how we ran the entire theater, you know. Practicum was our practical learning situation, where everyone would sit down and learn practically, which is why it's called practicum, how to like run a theater. Ooh, I'm definitely getting that one. But man, people still didn't want to show up, even the fact that it was like basically necessary to run the entire theater. People still didn't like to show up. Oh, you don't like the slightly off-tune, slightly different Minecraft music in the background? It is a bit weird, isn't it? Like seeing Minecraft stuff without the Minecraft music in the background, that it does feel a little weird. I'm gonna grab more thorns. I think that, yeah, that's all I can grab. Alright, I'm gonna go back in at the same difficulty. I might find an item to be able to boost my level up, be high enough. But yeah, it's really weird seeing Minecraft not in Minecraft. Like, it's such a weird concept, you know? Like, this distinct aesthetic and all these items, like the boat in a game that is Minecraft but isn't Minecraft. Yeah, it's a little trippy. Oop, reach level 10, achievement earned. So I'm gonna put it on the table right now. Sorry, I had to cough. My goal for probably over the summer, I think I can get it done in just over the summer, is going to be to hit 200,000 gamer score. I want to hit 200k by the end of the summer. At most, end of the year. Because I'm at, I think, 18 or 19, or 1,000, 190 or 180, I forget. I think I'm at 190, let me check. Hey, don't shoot me while I look. Yeah, 193. Actually, I might be able to get that done in like a month or two. I can do 7k in a month. I have to focus on actually getting gamer score, but I can do it. Instead of just whatever gamer score comes my way, I can actually sit down and just like, you know, do some games just for gamer score. I know I can get 120 in Destiny 2 if I do Leviathan Prestige. And there's probably other games that are going to come out that I can play and get gamer score out of, like a solid amount. I know Fractured Minds gave me 1,000. That was pretty convenient. Oh, it's like champion enemies from fucking Diablo. Nice. Yeah, I want to put it out in the world because I'm like, now if anyone sees this or hears this, can hold me to trying to get that gamer score. Although my real goal is going to be 250. Because 200 is pretty good, but 250 is 250,000, which is really where... That's really where it's at. Fuck. I hit my health potion just a second too late. I keep doing that. Like there was that many enemies here anyways. Should be able to take them. Gotta just fuck every fight, you know? I hope you keep everything you get, even if you, like, game over. I hope you still keep everything, like, you run into. I did not mean to run into my own TNT. But I am, as the kids say, an absolute fucking dumbass. Also, why does my fucking crossbow make piano noises? Like, that's been bugging me for a bit now. Like, it sounds like someone's mashing a piano every time I shoot my fucking crossbow. Yeah, I never did finish Numbra. I never did finish that game. That's a good one, actually, to go looking for gamer score. Puzzle games are very good for that. Although you can't get me to fucking, you can't get me to go back and play Bring Us the Earth and Deliver Us the Moon. That's it, Deliver Us the Moon. You can't get me to go back and play that game. I won't do it. Yeah, I kind of gotta hunt down those like easy gamer score type games. It was on Game, I think it was, yeah, it was added to Game Pass a while ago, and I played it, but I didn't like it. Like I did not have a good time with it. I don't think I streamed it? No. No, I don't think I did. Oh. I don't think I did. I'm having a hard time remembering what I haven't streamed at this point. But yeah, I tried it. Because I love puzzle games, you know? Like, I really enjoy puzzle games. But that, I didn't like that one. I'm definitely playing Destroy All Humans when that comes to Game Pass. Or not Game Pass, like Games for Gold. I'm definitely playing, what do you call it? fucking No Man's Sky when that comes to Game Pass. That's 2 games that I'm gonna end up playing here soon. Yeah, man, Destroy All Humans is coming to fucking Games for Gold next month. And I think if I was reading correctly, it's like the definitive edition that we're getting. It's like remastered and shit. Yeah, man, dude, we fucking loved that game as kids. That game was so much fucking fun. I mean, I still love it. It's still such a good game. That game was so good, dude. It's fucking cheeky, dark humor. I definitely look forward to adding it to, like, giving it out. Like, I really want to get the chance to play that game again. Come on, show your face. There we go. That and they're adding Coffee Talk to Games for Gold, which I know a lot of people are gonna be not really into that one. Like, it has a very specific kind of style to it that I know not everyone's gonna enjoy. And while I enjoy playing it, I didn't really enjoy streaming it. Because, like, I really wanted to focus on the story, I was getting into it, but also, like, the story's kind of slow and everything, and I was just kind of awkward with it. Something like this, I could just play in the background with, like, my brain, like, basically just shut the fuck off. Like, my brain is, like, barely turned on while playing a game like this. But something like Coffee Talk, like, I really enjoyed getting into it and the story. Going back to it off stream, I had a much better time with it. It also has autoplay on dialogue. What I ended up doing was I just like turned the dialogue on and then like just curled up in bed, basically watched it like a movie. And I was like, this is actually pretty cool. I'm like, you could just kind of let it go, and then occasionally someone will be like, oh, I need a coffee. And you're like, okay, what you want? And they're like, oh, an espresso. And so you whip them up an espresso, and then you go back to being all curled up in your blankets nice and warm. Made for a nice casual experience. It's nice for times like these where everyone's kind of like high on anxiety and shit. A Dream Barista. That just reminds me of fucking Dream Daddy, which is also a game that I really fucking loved, but I probably wouldn't stream. You know what I really ought to fucking stream? I ought to get my PC up and running and able to stream, and then stream fucking Honey Pop. I can go play that fucking the Match 3 hentai game that I got on Steam. I had to buy that game, I was so curious. Like, I had to know. There is a surprising amount of hentai on Steam, yes, that is true. Oh god, it's all like borderline porn, it's so fucking hilarious. God, it's like, how much can we show without like offending everyone? I think, because there was another one that I was looking at, I was considering buying for fun. Because those games fucking amuse me, like, it's not like, oh man, these titties are really good, it's just like, they're fucking funny. And not for the reason I think they want to be funny. They might have some humor in them, but it's not the humor they meant. There was also, it was sent to me a long time ago. But there's like a tank dating game. Where like all the hentai girls, or the anime girls, are actually like tanks. There's one for like the Sherman, there's a Panzer, there's a Tiger, like, all that shit. And I fucking want to play it because I'm like, why? In God's name. It reminds me of the, there was a show a friend of mine recommended to me. She was like, you really should watch this show. And I was like, why? And she was like, because it's the worst. And I was like, okay, not a good recommendation. And it was like old World War II battleships, but like anime girls. It's so fucking weird. I've seen that, like, it's that specific crossover of, like, World War II nerds and weeaboos that exists in way larger quantities than should be necessary. Like, the amount of people who are, like, obsessed with World War II history and also hentai is concerningly large. It is an audience that should be niche, but isn't as niche as you would want it to be. And, oh, it fucking fell. Damn it. Like, I have to admit, I don't know how to feel about Steam just, like, letting everything basically happen on Steam. Like, on one hand, I'm like, I don't really care too much about the fucking hentai games. Those don't really bug me. Like, some of them are a little unnecessarily edgy. Like, there was the fucking one game that was basically just like a, it was like an apocalyptic game, but it was basically just a rape simulator. It was basically just, like, fetish porn. And I was like, that's just fucking gross. That's just fucking gross. Like, I don't give a shit if you're releasing weird hentai shit, but just don't make it fucking gross, dude. Don't be one of those fucking weirdos. Like, the rest of the fucking hentai games, I don't really care. Then there's, like, the shovelware, and just the gross games, and I'm like, that shit I can't really get behind. There's plenty of dumb, like, edgy games that I can ignore. Like, there was the school shooter simulator, and I was like, just fucking ignore it. It's just a dumb fucking developer out for, like, hate clicks. Like, just fucking ignore it. It's not like it's anything of actual interest. Some developer being edgy for edgy's sake. Then there's other games where I'm just like, this is fucked up, this needs to go. So, I think human moderation really needs to be more common on most platforms. Because it's like, a bot would just pick up every single porn game and not recognize that one is definitely way grosser than the rest. Ooh. It appears to be a legendary weapon. Assuming that's what that is. Unique. 38 to 55 melee damage, extra damage to undead, longer melee reach. Relic from Ages of Darkness. This glaive radiates potent magical energy to ward off the undead. Cool. I'll equip it. Okay, do I get back all 3 of my enchantment levels? Yes, I do. Increase to health, artifact cooldown, down, movement speed, aura, up. Yeah, I'll equip that. Now I'm a fucking mage with a glaive. Nice. That's what I'm here for. Okay, but I need to enchant this real quick. Sets mobs on fire. Oh, nice. Chance to temporarily stun enemies, make your weapon sharper. Ooh, ooh. Okay, I'm gonna go for that one. I'm gonna go for the fucking fire aspect. Oh, don't salvage. Don't salvage. Oh, nice. You can get a little bit of health for every chunk explored. Actually, I'm gonna go for the burning. I'm gonna set fire to anyone near me. That's what that little radius on the ground is, I guess. I like this new fucking glaive, though. This thing's nice. Yeah, that fire damage is nice. It's nice to be able to hit an enemy and then, like, leave them be for a second or two. It's also great for this area, considering this area is mostly skeletons and zombies. And this has extra undead damage on it. But here's what I actually got the fire for. Wasn't sure if I'd be able to, like, set these bosses on fire or not. Oh, fuck, shit. Damn it. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, fuck. I shouldn't have stopped to swing. I should have just kept running. Waited for my fucking thing to regenerate. I was gonna jump it, but it fucking put up its fire barrier. Really, I need to keep, like, working on these slimes. Make sure I don't build them up. God, this thing just keeps spawning slimes, it feels like. God, this is surprisingly difficult. You can probably tell because I've stopped shooting the shit and just talking smack about Steam and have started to actually focus on not fucking dying. To actually pay attention for 10 fucking seconds. There's an apple down there. I want it. I want that apple. Right, drop your barrier. Drop it. Oof. Come on. Oh, I hit the wrong button. But it's okay because I got this shit. Fuck you. Can't fucking stop me.
Arch-Illager's potion
yeah,
supply is
victory.
no more, and it will be a long time before the witches recover from this blow.
Hell yeah.
Well
You guys can
done.
go and do me a favor and frick yourself. I don't want to deal with your bull garbage. Your horse nonsense. There are other words that aren't shit. But also shit. The harvester siphons the souls of the dead before releasing them in a cluster of hex power. Fuck yeah. Let's go see what that is. Totem that creates a circular aura healing you and your allies. Ooh, very nice. Definitely gonna equip that. Gonna equip that in place of the mushroom. Which, the mushroom is still really good, but just taking its spot. Equip the hunting bow. Venom Glaive spawns poison clouds, longer melee reach, and it has 2 enchantment spots, which is not something we've seen before. Soul Healer heals the most injured ally, including yourself. I can't quite read what is there. Requires souls, +1 to soul gathering, 1 second cooldown. There we go. Nice. Alright. So like... Okay, that... I like drop it and then it heals me from wherever I dropped it. Okay. Ooh, a chest. I'm guessing there's like piles of hidden chests at random around here or something like that. Did I not kill the pigs? Because I want souls so I can see what these abilities do real quick. Nope. Can't kill the pigs. Alright, fine. Any more hidden chests lying around? Anything? No. Nothing. Okay. Let's go try it in the level. So yeah, that really wouldn't drop things above my level, but that does a little bit. That does a lot. And that does a little bit more, and that does a lot more. What's my power? My power is 18. That's 16, and that one requires 22. So I'd be like way too powerful for that one. A little below that one, but I'll try it.
The Fiery Forge, where the Arch-Illager builds monstrous machines that devastate the villages of the overworld. He must be stopped. Strike with everything you've got and raise this forge to ruins.
I'm sorry, you witnessed fucking what now? Okay, so... You kind of have to explain this, right? So someone got in the left turn lane and continued driving on the wrong side of the road. So wait, did they like Did they get in the turn lane and then just like keep going on the same road? Or did they turn like a dumbass or something? What led up to this person basically just keep going on the wrong side of the road? Like, what the fuck? Also, fun fact, my sister actually did that. My sister, we were on one of those highways where, like, there's a stop point in the middle. And since it was dark at night, like, she didn't see that she was in the wrong lane. And actually turned into, like, the other road's lane. Until, like, I saw, like, someone's, headlights and was like, hey, you're in the wrong lane. So the road forks off each direction, except it is one way each side. They were just, like, in a one-way lane. God, just... I'm sometimes impressed by some people's ability to just, like, completely fuck shit up. I don't remember what I was doing, but I did at one point do something similar. I, like, took a turn, like, completely fucked the turn. I, like, forget what ended up happening. But I think, like, I had to, like, readjust my turn. I think I fixed it. Or I did well enough that I didn't fucking get anyone killed or drive on the wrong side of the road for long enough. I think I had to, like, jump in front of someone, though. I felt terrible for, like, the rest of the day. Yeah, no, I would have too. Like, keep looking over, like, like, is there a lane over there? Like, am I, like, what's going on? Okay, cool. Okay, that's... No, I didn't call for you. I said, okay, cool, not okay, Google. Also, please don't answer to that either. Don't try again. Hey, Google, stop. Oh, fucking Google killed me. Damn it. Hey, don't. I don't know if you saw that come up on my screen. But it came up on my Xbox saying stopping. Hold up, cat, let me get comfortable before you fucking... You get comfortable. You're gonna fucking put my foot to sleep again. God, why would you not just, like... veer off into, like, surely there was dirt around. It's fucking East Texas. Like, there's gonna be dirt for you to just get into to get out of the road. There always is. Or something, like, Jesus, just don't stop. I feel like stopping is one of the worst answers. Only, like, worse... The only worst answer I can think of is to keep going in the same direction. Oh, gotcha. I guess just slap it in reverse and fucking back it up if you can't, you know. You obviously can't keep going straight. You're gonna have to fucking deal with it. Although I don't know many people that could just like put it in reverse and then just like go backwards perfectly fine. Just fucking rev the engine all the way to maximum in reverse. Just like you're fucking playing Forza. Oh my god, the fucking scene in, I forget which Fast and Furious movie it is. but he's driving like this shitty old like 1930s car, and he like slaps it in reverse and like catches up to the guy. The other guy's like in fucking like 5th gear, going full speed in his fucking car that was already supposed to be faster than the other car. And he fucking just slaps it in reverse and catches this guy. I was fucking dying inside watching that scene. Oh my god, my cat is like fucking jungle gymming me to try and get to my hands. He's trying to get me to pet her. Dude, I'll pet you later, okay? You get so much attention. You cannot have attention for just a couple hours. I give you like 3 hours worth of attention every morning when I wake up. I sit there, watch YouTube, and give you attention, and that's all I do. If you get me killed again, cat, guess who's gonna get killed? Just kidding, I fucking love you, cat. But still, chill. Yeah, I always see that scene put on fucking Instagram. Like, get ripped off, where it's the one where he, like, flips the car around and, like, catches the guy and, like, barely passes him in the end. Yeah, no, I don't know many cars that would be capable of fucking, doing more than 30 in reverse. Like, maybe 40 on a good day. But isn't it basically just like locking it in 1st gear but backwards? Like, does not seem like it would work. Yeah, I know there's only 1 gear for reverse, I'm just like, you know, isn't it relatively equivalent to 1st gear, or is it slower than 1st gear? I don't know how high 1st gear goes. I drive an automatic truck. Oh god. He fucking fell. He fucking fell off the bridge, are you kidding me? Big bad enemy just fucking threw himself off of the edge. Got nice, beautiful, I love it. I still died anyways, because I'm a fucking idiot, but still. It was fun watching him throw himself off the edge. Oh, that was not the button I was looking for. So, at about 30 kilometers forward and 26 in reverse, what is that, like 80? 80%? Something like that? Uh, 80, 85, I want to say. But I mean, like, you know, to put it directly to the point, that's definitely not speeding in reverse down the highway at highway speeds. Echo, stunning. I think I'm gonna give it Echo. Fire aspect, looting, rampaging. I'm gonna go Fireglaive for this. Deflect, speed synergy. When activating any artifact, you gain 20% movement speed. Or use a healing potion, you sometimes create random consumables. Give that a 100% chance to trigger. Also, what would a 150% chance to trigger do? Would it spawn 1.5 items? Like, I'm so confused. Charged shots deal more damage and have more pushback. Firing a shot also fires a second shot at a nearby enemy. The second shot has reduced damage. The fired shot grows in the air, dealing extra damage to distant targets. Do that one. I don't know if I like want to keep enchanting gear. Like I'm pretty continuously getting new gear. So if I keep getting new gear, I don't know if I want to like go back and improve my gear. I'm just gonna get a new piece.
The Fiery Forge. Where the
Fiery
arch...
Forge. World record for reverse speed. What do I think it is? I'm gonna shoot a little high. I'm gonna go 70. I think that might be a little high, but I'm gonna put it at 70. Although I assume an electric car could do some pretty sick work in reverse. Because it doesn't have to shift gears to accelerate. (1,200 horsepower) electric Audi RS3 130. So I was wrong about the speed, but correct about the electric. Yeah, I was pretty sure it was going to be an electric car. I think I might have heard that stat before. I might have actually heard about that Audi before. That might be how I knew it was an electric car. Also, fucking 1,200 horsepower. Audi does not fuck around. Shit. I mean, 1,200 horsepower for a fucking electric car is not out of the realm of possibility for a stock car. There's a couple out there that are pretty fucking meaty. I don't know if any are that meaty, but... I'm trying to think of like any really good... Sorry, I did get a bit distracted there for a second. I was kind of focusing because I almost died. Any of like the really solid high horsepower like electric cars. I know most exotic manufacturers I think have at least one by this point. I don't think there's many manufacturers that just don't have any high horsepower electric cars in them at this point. As long as they're like luxury. Like Ford doesn't exactly have a high horsepower electric car. But then again, they're Ford. Do they have anything with high horsepower? This is my I'm a fucking dumbass joke. Fucking laugh. Like, I don't entirely get, like, fucking truck debates. Because everyone's like, oh, my truck is so much better than your truck. Oh, my truck can tow 10 fucking horses. Yours can only tow 9.8. It's like, wow, real fucking strong difference. Fucking, like, a couple, like, you know, 100 pounds worth of difference. A whole new vehicle. Yeah, it still feels like every fucking time people talk about trucks, it's just a fucking dick measuring contest. Like, oh, my truck has 700 horsepower. Yours only has 689. How could you even drive such a vehicle? It's like, well, turns out, I'm not a pretentious fuck. I don't mind if my car is just a little bit less. Spawn me on the enemy, why? Let's do me like this. Wasn't ready. Like, I understand other things when it's like, oh, this, you know, vehicle has better features, or you know, the chassis is made of steel instead of aluminum. I'm like, okay, that's reasonable. But when it's like, oh, mine has like a slight difference. I don't really get it. People who go to buy like a fucking Ford F-150 and they're like, it just doesn't have enough horsepower. Like, I can't tow everything. And it's like, if you want to tow shit, buy a bigger fucking truck, for fuck's sake. Like, go buy an F-250. Or an F-350 if you're really that fucking desperate for horsepower. Like, Jesus, man. There are offerings where you can have high horsepower vehicles. But they're like, no, I want an F-150, but I also want it to have high horsepower. And they're like, well, I was gonna buy a Toyota Camry, but it only has 200 horsepower, so I decided against it. Also, don't some of the new Camrys come with like 300 horsepower now? Like, I'd ask why, but like, it just looks good on paper, I guess. I will defend people who say sports car needs more horsepower though. It's straight up, the GT86 needs more horsepower. There's no getting around that fact. The car's fun to drive, it's great, it needs more ponies. It needed more ponies basically since it launched. I think the fucking Camry now has more horsepower than the fucking Toyota sports car. It seems like Toyota's coming around on horsepower. They're like, maybe we can put some bigger engines in here. I'll admit, I miss the day when fucking 6-cylinders were more popular. Cause my fucking Volvo had a 6-cylinder. God, I love that thing. It's great to drive. Yeah, 2020 V6 Camry, 301 horsepower. 2020 Supra, 335 horsepower. Yep. This is what's wrong with the world. Oh god, I did not mean to crack that thing. Oh, that went very poorly, very fast. Okay, just throw me in the hole. Cool. Stop chasing me. I don't like you like that. Keep working that back. Oh, I pressed A thinking it would fire my bow for some reason. Shock and awe when fucking the A button was not the button to fire my bow. Yeah, this is vengeance for all those fucking years making fun of fucking the Game Grumps for missing inputs. These guys just smacking me around at this point. Okay. Now that I'm no longer dying. Okay, back on the concept of fucking vehicles not having enough horsepower. There's a difference between not having enough horsepower and your fucking truck still having over 400 horsepower. And not having enough horsepower and fucking having like 200. There's a difference. Oh my god, the Camry is 0.6 seconds slower on the 0 to 60, really? God, dude. The Supra might be one of the greatest fucking, like, sports car disappointments in a long time. But was it ever gonna be anything else? Like, with modern safety standards, with everything that's going on, like, could we really actually ever see a Supra that's just an absolute monstrosity? Especially out of Toyota. I mean, like, I sure as shit wish we did. It'd be cool as fuck. But I'm not exactly gonna hold my breath. I would have said letdown, but disappointment works too. Yeah, I don't think anyone was really like... I know some people were, relatively impressed. Like, they were like, it's fun to drive. They were like, but it's not that much and not that great. Like, it's a mediocre amount of horsepower tied to a relatively mediocre platform. By comparison to, like, any of the 90s fucking Toyotas, basically. Fucking the, what is it, the 3G SE? Like an absolute monster of a fucking 4-cylinder. The 2JZ, the fucking legend in the making. The 1,000 horsepower engine. If you talk to any fucking super fanboy. But I will straight up fight anyone who says that the 2JZ is Toyota's best engine. It's the fucking 3G SE. Little 2.0 fucking 4-pot. No, that's where it's at. Raw weight to power. I think it'll tear the fucking 2JZ new one. We're all here for beastly 4-cylinders. There's plenty of inline 6s you can get out there that are good, but not a lot of nice 4-cylinders. I mean, yeah, but why would you ever buy a Toyota and not put a fucking turbo on it? That's a fucking crime against humanity. So to be fair, fucking Toyota was actually fucking ridiculously good at fucking 4-cylinders back in the day. Not to say that their new 4-cylinders are just garbage or bad or anything. They're nothing like the old ones. I would know, I drove one for a while. It was a fucking nightmare, but that wasn't the car's fault. That was 100% the previous owner's fault. starting to actually figure out these guys like attack patterns and shit. Now it's a lot easier to fight these guys. I've also started to give a shit about paying attention to their attack patterns. Earlier on, I was just kind of doing whatever. Honestly, the only thing that made me really sad about that old car, that fucking Celica, is that I never fucking sat down and attached an eBay turbo to it. I should have just gone for it. Just gone full send and fucking attached the eBay turbo to it and give it a fucking warrior's death. Instead of letting it die a slow, painful death. I should have fucking just slapped the big boy eBay turbo on there and fucking just let it die of fucking pure boost. Although honestly, that engine probably had 10 seconds on it if I fucking slapped a turbo on it. It had 20 seconds without a turbo, so. I'm suicidal, but I don't know if I'm that suicidal. I want to die, but not enough to attach an eBay turbo to a fucking 200,000 mile Celica. That's a great way to get yourself fucking blown the fuck up. Man, I like this little healing circle. This thing's nice. It's a great way, like, in between fights to just kind of, like, get my health back. It's not powerful enough to really, like, heal through anything in a fight. But it's enough to, like, get me what I need. Just get me back in the fight. A little quicker. Ah, I hit B. Fuck. I'm always slightly too late on my healing. Ah, it's frustrating. It's so frustrating. Actually, I have to admit, when you don't just sit on the lowest difficulty, this game will actually, you know, it has its own difficulty, and I have to respect that, you know? They did not do a terrible job in keeping up, you know, difficulty levels. It's, you know, relatively respectable. I'm gonna get the 150. I'm gonna see what fucking happens. Gonna see what it does. Worked like a charm. Enchanted an item and upgrade the enchantment to tier 3. Oh, I guess I've never brought something up to tier 3 before. Okay. Huh, interesting. Yeah. After like a couple of seconds I get that attack versus that attack. And then I got fire aspect stacked on top of that. Man. I think they actually did a good job with the, like, build variety. I don't know a better word for it. Should I just do it? Should I just fucking lower the difficulty? Fine. I'll keep the difficulty down so I can fucking beat this mission and stop being an idiot. Come on, let's do this. Let's go, let's go.
The Illager raids have roasted this once lush land to ruin.
Oh, whoa, this is a
Only
different
one village
mission.
remains unspoiled in this corner of the world. Make haste, hero. You must warn the villagers there of the battle to come. You are their only hope.
Well then. Whoops, I started the wrong mission. Okie dokie then. Oh no! Oh shit! I accidentally fucking... Okay, so I've been playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey, where right bumper is melee. In this game, right bumper does something else. You might notice at the bottom of my screen, it does this. So, I've been wasting my roll cooldown on occasion, because I keep trying to melee, and I tap RB to do so. Pretty sure that's gotten me killed more than once this playthrough. Yeah, give them souls. Give me soul, give soul. And to me, give the soul. Oh, what the fuck? The fuck kind of enchanted creeper is that? It's terrifying. No, stay away, stay away, stay away. No, back, demon. Don't like you. That sweet hero. I hope I'm going the right way. I'm not going the right way. It's just now noticed the thing in the top left is pointing me in the right direction. And I must admit, I feel like a dumbass. But when don't I feel like a dumbass, to be fair? Give me that potion. Bam! I also really like the potion system. There's not a lot of variety to the potions, but there's enough that I really enjoy it. And I would honestly like to see some of these potions become a thing in Minecraft proper. Like the invisibility potion like gives you an increase to damage. I'd love to see like if you took an invisibility potion and like combined it with like a wither or something, like a wither star. It would make like a stack of those potions. I think that'd be pretty cool. And also just like, people have been saying it for, I'm pretty sure, years, but Minecraft needs a combat system update. Needs an improvement to the combat. Because the simple just smack enemy back up combat, it gets a little bored pretty quick. So, I think the introduction of more weapons like here in this game wouldn't hurt Minecraft. A little more weapon variety could definitely bring new life to the combat system in the game. But of course, I'm not saying anything that nobody else has already fucking said at some point. I'm basically just repeating things that other people have said at this point in time. Because everyone knows that Minecraft's combat system is just beating things to death with a stick of the game. Doesn't have to be, but it is. There's no real, like, issue with it. Like, I'm not, like, mad about it. I'm just disappointed in it, I guess. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Sound like a fucking elderly mom. Your fucking grandma learning that you're gay. I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. Actually, that's not what a fucking... if a grandmother didn't like the fact that you were gay, they would say much worse things. This has been confirmed repeatedly over the course of several years. They'd be disappointed if they found out you were, like, smoking. That's more along the lines of something they'd say then. Like if you were out fucking smoking cigarettes in the back, and they caught you, they're like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. Man, that fucking like soul explosion is great. It's a bit much, but it's fucking fun. Like, probably because I have 50 billion levers in my fucking house because I use them for so much shit. Especially my potion room. God, that thing runs on I think just the one potion like crafting machine runs on 3 levers. That's just one. God. I'd say maybe I'd have to fucking do a Minecraft like realm tour at some point, but I think most of the people who watch my streams are also on my realm. Well, not my realm, but Wolvies' realm. Not my realm, just the one I hang out in. I don't pay the bills. I just build the entire fucking railway system. Which I'm 90% sure I never finished. Oh yeah, more achievements. Give them to me. Give me them sweet, sweet achievements. Give me the beep boops. I hope they never change the achievement because, like, I feel like it always has to be the same. Yeah, fuck that pig. Oh, I was like, I don't know, what fucking dumbass. I was gonna say that that fight was really easy and I remembered. Turn down the difficulty. There's like a middle point that I'm kind of looking for in difficulty here. And like, I'm right on the edge of it. It's kind of frustrating me. But, like, any higher and I have a bit of a rough time. Like, but on this difficulty, I'm like breezing through it and not really paying any attention. Like, really, I one-shot these guys. Like, almost all of these guys are just one-shot for me. And one. And we're up to this guy. He's gonna be 2. Oh, no, he's 3. Technically. Definitely doesn't help that I have a bunch of like really good artifacts on me right now. I actually really enjoy these artifacts. Like that one. Fucking melts people. Like, I could just tank these guys. I could not do that on a higher difficulty. The game would absolutely punish me for just playing like an idiot like that. Well, I get it, but I kind of wish that, like, killing enemies with that ability could generate souls. Because it doesn't currently. It doesn't generate souls, but it costs souls. But I know why they did it, because if I had the ability to generate souls with that ability, I would just be running around the map exploding right now. I would look like a fucking idiot. Or like I'm a fucking Nova Warp Warlock. That's what Nova Warp Warlocks look like. Just flying around the map exploding. And... War is here, everyone! Oh no! Fuck you dudes. Fuck 'em. Yeah, nice bundle of souls. I will feast upon your souls. Your souls will feed my inevitable conquest of this world. Oh wow, this is not even a fight. That was sad. That's what that was. That was just fucking sad. Jesus.
You did it, and the villagers of the Pumpkin Pastures go on to fight another day.
Neat. The thing. Alright. Let's see. What am I getting in my chest? A light feather. No one knows what mysterious creature this feather came from, but it is as beautiful... that should be, it's as beautiful as it is powerful, I guess? But it is as beautiful and powerful. As beautiful and powerful as it is mysterious? What? I don't like that sentence. I don't like it. That sentence is gross. Oh, fucking wandering trader. Look at me. Look at me. I'm fucking wandering trader. I'm fucking bitch. Fuck you, bitch. Sack of shit. I'm gonna stab you. Get a random artifact appropriate for your level. You're actually useful in this game, though, so, you know, maybe I'll leave you around. Traveling to Fiery Forge. Signed out. I'm definitely not actively considering using my free pizza coupon to get a free pizza right now. Definitely not. Like, dude, I want to just shove pizza into every orifice that I have at all times. I love eat.
Where the Arch Illager builds monstrous machines that devastate the villages of the overworld.
Eat good.
It must be stopped. Strike with
Much good
everything
eat.
you've got and raise this forge to ruin.
Okay. Fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. I'm gonna fucking kill all you bitches. Tired of your shit. This is for all the times I've died in this mission. I also fucking forgot that right bumper is not fucking melee again. Jesus, I still do it. Holy shit. Actually, I think my gear score increased. So I'm now like just the level of this area. So I think it just put me in the same level of difficulty as I was previously. Apple, hammer, other stuff. I think I'm getting to the point where my my glaive is actually starting to get a little too low of a level to be used. I didn't for a while because it was such a high level when I got it. It was a solid level, much higher than what I was previously using. Yeah, level up. It's interesting that leveling just gives you an enchantment point, allowing you to enchant more of your gear with more enchantments. Which is pretty fucking cool, to be honest. It's a nice system. It's actually pretty unique. It means that instead of levels just giving you, like, generic base power increase, you now do more damage and have more health. It's like, you are more powerful, but how much more powerful and in what way is up to you, rather than the game. Ooh, what'd I get? I got a power bow and some arrows. But yeah, so far, I have been genuinely impressed by this game. It's done a lot of unique things with the action RPG formula that a lot of games aren't willing to do, you know? It experiments in some interesting ways, and it does stuff that I don't like, it does stuff that I do like. But I don't think it's a bad addition to the action RPG like games list. In the list of every action RPG, this one has earned its place, I want to say. I see no reason why not. It's as good as most of them. I mean, hell, it's better than a lot of them. Fucking, I'm looking at you, Van Helsing. Played that game for like 5 minutes. It was just like, I'm bored out of my fucking mind. Game was not particularly good. Cannot recommend. Do not recommend. Will not recommend. Shall not recommend. I don't know why I just went off and like, yeah. Needless to say, game's not good. I think it could be better. It was like just generic fucking Diablo clone. If it wasn't such a generic clone and it did more of its own thing, I would definitely be more willing to give it a shot and to be more comfortable endorsing it and seeing it as less than or more than just a clone of fucking Diablo. Which is kind of what I've found with this game. Is Because it's not like a ton better than Diablo or anything. Or a ton better than any other game, really. It's just... it does enough unique that I find it enjoyable. I definitely give high marks for uniqueness, though. Sorry, I'm fucking ear itched. Like, I am the type of person who I don't really always care about a game's quality. As long as it's willing to try something different, I'll give it a bit of leeway on its quality. It might not be the greatest game in the world, but if it's willing to try new things and innovate, I'm willing to see it through. Plenty of games that I've played that fall into that category. I'd say Wet is a good example. Just thinking of games that are sitting on my shelf over there. I think I actually reviewed Wet at some point. Back when I was doing fucking reviews on Tumblr. But yeah, like, you know, the game itself isn't incredible, but it was a lot of fun. And it had like the wall running and the slow motion shit that was just interesting enough for me to be willing to look past the fact that the game's shooting was actually kind of mediocre. The story was a little weird. The main character was impressively disinteresting. Oh, these guys are lighting me up. Wow, that was harder than it should have been. Oh, and it's not over yet. I spoke too soon. It's nowhere near over yet. Got a bunch more guys to go. Where was I? Oh yeah, Wet, and it's mediocre everything. But it had the wall running, it had the unique style to it. There was like the psycho mechanic that a lot of games at that point had, now that I spend 10 seconds thinking about it. Alice in Wonderland had it, that game had it. Also, why was Alice in Wonderland so much of like a hack and slash type game? That's really fucking weird for a game like that. Stop boxing me in, you sack of garbage! Jesus. Going for your bitch ass first. Boxing me in. I am getting so off topic and completely losing track of my train of thought. Until I'm starting to get tired. Not like I wasn't already fucking yawning earlier. Yeah, I'll probably, whether or not I finish this mission or die, I'll probably end the stream here just so I can go fucking eat dinner and shit. I haven't eaten dinner or really done anything with my life today. Aside from stream, it's like all I've done. So perhaps I'll go and attempt to actually get something done with my life. Do some dishes. Get some dinner. Stop being a useless sack of shit for 10 seconds. That'll never happen. I can try to get some stuff done while being a sack of shit, though. Here for that fucking multitasking. Bitch. Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Ow. One minor change, now that I'm fucking in the middle of shit and think about it, the ability to roll through enemies. Use it. Could definitely use it. There are certain enemies that are really fucking big. I would like to be able to roll through them. Unless something else was blocking my path just now, and I just happened to not be able to roll through where he was standing. Ah, fuck you guys. I don't want to get hit by that shit. My active goal right now is not be dumbass. Oh, how long have I been in a party? I just got removed from a party I didn't know I was in. My volume might have just increased. I have no clue. Apparently I've been in a party this whole time. I totally fucking forgot that I was talking to someone before I came to stream. Pork chop. Also, it's weird that enemies make like pig noises when they drop pork chops, but they're not pigs. Like you kill a spider and the spider's like oink, which is not the noise spiders make, or so I've been told. I have been informed by our top scientists that spiders do not in fact oink. Breaking news. We'll be bringing you more live after these brief messages. Brief messages being, spiders don't oink. They don't. Alright, here's the alarm. Let's hopefully I'm nearing the end of this. Oh god. I don't like you like that. Jesus. Oh god. Oh lord. Oh fuck. Oh, I have backed myself into the corner. I'm an idiot. Look. Ah, fuck you, idiot. Dumbass. Dumbass. Ah. That's right, get stuck on a wall. Idiot. Yeah, pig. Oh, you have more TNT for me to replace the one that I threw directly into the hole. Oh, Lord. Woo! Oh, God. Right. This way. Do this number. And then, okay, level up, which is nice. That's nice. That'll get my health back. Get stuck again. Okay, I'm just gonna run down the middle. I'm just gonna run up this way. Try to ignore that horde of enemies down there. god. Oh, I'm gonna fucking die. I'm not looking so hot. I'm gonna fucking die, but I'm okay with that. Man, this thing has a really fast cooldown, this fucking little totem. Pretty surprising. Ooh, that's bad. There's a lot of people here. The strength potion really came in handy. Use some souls to fucking heal me. Honestly, that soul mechanic might be something cool to add to fucking Minecraft. Minecraft proper, as I've decided to call it apparently at some point. Hey, it works. It accurately describes what it is. It's Minecraft. But like the main one. Damn it, mother. Enough with the rock formations. Oh, I need that. I need that apple. Give me the apple. I hope that kills you over there. I don't know where you are. Oh, there he is. Nowhere near where I threw that. Jesus, where's the boss? I feel like I've carved a path through this entire fucking place and still have not seen any sign of the boss. Fucking asshole. Murder, stab, death. Where's the fucking boss, dude? How many enemies am I gonna have to kill before I find the boss? Look, I've doubled my body count in this one mission alone. Come on. Well, I got a supply box. I mean, the boss is finally here? Oh, nope. A whole bunch of little enemies. Man, that's right. I think I'm just gonna die before I even get near the boss. I'm gonna die of just not being able to find the boss. Oh, there we go. Ooh, hi. You are very large, and I'm not a fan of that fact. Right. I'm being chased around by sentient blocks of redstone. This is new. course, now my nose is bothering me. God, it took forever to sneeze. Of course, I've got like 4 sneezes up my fucking nose now. Oh, God. Damn. Ugh. My pissy nose. Surely you understand this. You're attached to my brain. You're one of the closest parts to my brain. You're like right there. You really understand I'm fucking busy. Suck. I have no chance to see it. Jesus, with the blocks of sentient redstone, they're really annoying. Ooh, good damage, good damage. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. God, I don't think I would have done this on the higher difficulty. I would have gotten my ass handed. Even if I got here, I don't think I would have succeeded. This guy's genuinely just beating my ass. Jesus. I'm breathing a sigh of relief. Stop trying to murder me, please. For fuck's sake. Oh my god. Oh. Oh no, why are there more enemies? I thought I was done. I thought it was over with. I'm just gonna run away. I'm out. Fuck you.
Fiery Forge is destroyed. The war machines of the Illagers have been smashed.
Oh, 70,000 damage done. Including the fucking piles of enemies that I ignored at the end because I was just so fucking tired of their shit. Alright, let's see what I got from the end of that. Provides evasion boost to defense for a short time, 9.2 second duration, 25 second cooldown. Ugh. Nameless Blade. This deadly blade story was lost to the endless sands of time. Weakens enemy attacks. Nice. Reliable combo. Don't know what that means. Okay, so that's my highest rank weapon at 23. Well, except for this 24 hammer, but I'd rather go for the legendary. This bow seems to be slightly better than my current one. I'll swap that out. Slightly better armor. swap that for that, and then I'm gonna swap this for this. Just try and keep increasing my power. Salvage! Salvage! I was wondering why things kept popping up. You could press X after you salvage something to undo it. Which, cool, you know, that works. Alright, I'm getting off for the night. God, that was a fucking hard fight. Alright. So I'm getting off, and I will see you guys later.